for it. Hey!
Can you guys hear me and
hey
everyone?
Everyone, we're back. Oh, is Karen okay? We're here. Karen's frozen. Great start to the show. So we're back. We have a lot to talk about, so we're going to get right into it. Hopefully Karen unfreezes. I'm Courtney. Oh, there we go. That's Danielle. That's Karen. Jen's here. She's just
making pizza rolls.
She's making pizza rolls because that's what we do on the show today, but we didn't have time to make them beforehand. And somebody apparently can't wait till afterwards. So here we go. We're gonna go right into it, kind of the same that we did last time of rapid fire. We're just gonna go through everything, and if you have something to say it, because we got a lot to talk about. So okay, right. NWSL was back. Okay, so North Carolina and Portland tied 1-1. Goal by Julia Spetsmark and Midge Purse. Attendance was 6,200 at North Carolina. I'm just going to roll this all into one. Any comments on that game?
It went as expected, I think. At least to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know this one didn't go as everyone expected. Houston and Orlando tied 2-2. Goals by Sophia Huerta. Chrissy Mewis for Houston. Joanna Boyles and Danica Evans for Orlando. Attendance was 3,800 at Houston, and all I had to say was holy bad officiating. Who wants to jump in about that game? Anyone?
Well, for a second, I thought that Orlando was going to get a win, and I was like, that will be hilarious because everyone's like, oh, they're screwed after people leave for the World Cup. My only thing is, apparently there's this rule that goalkeepers can't touch the ball outside the box. So somebody should look into that.
Yeah, I saw that. It happened. Probably shouldn't have. But all right. So, yep, and the attendance at Houston was 3,800. I think I might have said that. No bueno. The Rain in Washington had a 1-1 draw. Goal by Andy Sullivan and Jess Fishlock, who was also Player of the Week. Attendance was 3,600 at Tacoma. Pretty solid. I'll go to Karen first, and then I'm sure Jen will want to say something too. So go ahead, Karen. Or maybe not. Just go ahead, Karen. Rain, anything?
Oh,
no.
All right. I was right at the Rain.
All right. So, hey, Jess Fishlock. Woo! I'll say that. Jess Fishlock, did the thing, was great.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or if I'm frozen again.
Oh, you're good right this second.
Oh my God. What's happening?
Hello?
She's so upset.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus Christ. All I wanted to say was the officiating is terrible when you have players continuing to do like really bad fouls on each other, and it was both it just got awful for both. So yeah, the ref needs to first of all give yellow cards when bad fouls are made so that players don't get injured, because Rain FC, more than I think probably any other team, has a really bad number of injuries. And I think Washington has a lot of injuries too. So I was like, referee, please save these players. Jess Fishlock got knocked down.
Karen, I'm gonna buy you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna buy her new one.
It's not me, right? It's legit her thing, right?
Yeah, it's her internet.
All right. Well, Jess Fishlock got knocked down, and then they didn't call anything apparently, or I don't know. I didn't really see that part of the game. Karen, are you back? Oh no, now I'm frozen. Oh no. All right. So that's what happened with the Rain. Woo. Karen, maybe we'll come back, I guess, or not. But Jess Fishlock got hurt. Apparently they didn't call it. She came back, scored a tying goal. Yay. And then Washington still did good. So good job, Washington. Utah beat Sky Blue 1-0. Goal by Amy Rodriguez. Attendance was 5,600 in Utah. Sweet A-Rod goal. I know. I'll go to you for that. Sweet A-Rod goal.
Oh, that was a clue to go, or
Hey, Karen's sort of back. Sorry, we moved on to Utah because I don't know what happened. I said something about Jess Fishlock and you're frozen.
Ignore
again.
me.
All right. I also have to say, Sky Blue, even Orlando got a point. And also they announced today that they traded Savannah McCaskill to Chicago for a couple of draft picks. Big talking point coming out of there was that I guess after the first Sky Blue game, someone asked Reddy what she was going to do with McCaskill, and she said, "I don't know." So hopefully Chicago will know what they're going to do with McCaskill because they didn't know, and that's super awkward. So, all right. Next week's games. Jen's face is doing weird things because she's eating pizza rolls that are way too hot that she shouldn't be putting in her face right now. But that's fine. Next game, Utah at Portland, 11 p.m. Friday. Why it gotta be on so late? I get it's in Portland, but 11 o'clock Eastern, that is late. Houston at Washington, 7 p.m. Saturday. Orlando at Sky Blue, 7 p.m. Saturday. And the Rain at Chicago, 6 p.m. Sunday. They also, yes, Jen.
Washington, June 22nd. It is the first ever Pride Night, as well as Joanna Lohman's number retirement ceremony. So huge game for Washington.
And they announced today that the NWSL final will be October 27th in North Carolina. And that's all we're going to say about that. Moving on. World Cup stuff. Someone is doing something outside that's making a very weird noise. And I don't really know what it is. Do you hear that? It's very strange. Anyways, Japan beat Scotland 2-1. We're going back like after last Thursday, so we're going back a week or so, but it's fine. Japan beat Scotland 2-1. Goals by Mana Awabuchi and Yuika Sugasawa and Lana Cleland. I thought Japan looked better. Anyone else have anything they want to throw in there?
Yep,
Japan looked better. Great. Awesome. Moving on. Italy beat Jamaica 5-0, which made me really sad. Hat trick by Cristiana Garelli. 2 goals by Aurora Gali. Schneider was a beast again, but they're really getting annoying with this VAR goal line stuff. Danielle?
I think that the big thing from this game that we'll see when we talk about the next Italy match is this showed, unfortunately for us because we're all rooting for Jamaica, but it showed why it's important to score a lot of goals against, opponents that you're, outmatched, because this game won Italy the group.
Yeah. All right. Whoop. Italy beat Argentina England beat Argentina 1-0. Goal by Jodie Taylor. Okay. Okay. Anybody got? Now I'm frozen.
See,
there
now,
we go.
Just because we talked.
Anyone got anything on that one?
We watched today's group game, so I don't even remember these anymore. So
okay, fair, totally good. All right. Oh boy. Netherlands beat Cameroon 3-1. Goals by Vivian Medema, Dominique Bloodsworth, and Gabrielle Abudi Ongone. So I probably screwed that up. Pumped for Cameroon goal. That's all I wrote for that. And this has been on Danielle the whole time. Sorry, I meant to switch it off and I didn't. Yay for Cameroon goal. Woo. Awesome. Sick. Okay. Canada beat New Zealand 2-0. This was Saturday game. Goals by Jessie Fleming and Nichelle Prince. Ouch. CJ Bott for New Zealand. Woof. Had wrist surgery. Bummer for New Zealand with the injuries.
And the fact that they showed it 17 times.
Oh, yeah. My mom, who does not watch a lot of soccer, was like, oh, why they got to keep showing it? And I was like, yeah.
I've never seen an injury like that in soccer, really. It was something. It was definitely, yeah.
And then I got worried they were going to try to call her for a handball, and I was like, don't you dare.
If they called her for a handball, I would be on my plate.
Don't you dare. I know. All right, on to Sunday's games. Sweden beat Thailand 5-1. goals by Linda Sembrant, Kosovari Aslani, Fridolina Rolfo, Lena Hurtig, Ellen Rubinson, and I was supposed to look up how to say this woman's name, and I didn't. I know it's the J is like a C, so Kanchana Sang Nguyen Cohen. Sorry, I wanted to look that up, but I did not have time to. Anyone have anything? I had a lot to say about this, but anyone else have anything they wanted to say about this game? Danielle?
I think again, kind of weird Swedish game management because I feel like they, the scoreline is definitely good for them, but I feel like if they would have actually tried harder, they could have won the group. It's very, very easily, but they just kind of took their foot off the gas and settled for second. And then I was really happy to see Thailand get that goal. I think there's a lot been said about, when you watched it, the lady crying on the sideline, which is such a great story. The manager, she's, I think, a billionaire, and she employs them so they don't have to worry about practicing in between jobs. So I don't like the concept of billionaires, but hey, maybe she's okay.
Right on. Sorry, there's like that noise outside. It's real weird. U.S. Women's I'm going to come back to the U.S. Women's National Team game. We'll come back to that after. China and Spain had a scoreless draw. I don't really that's fine. I think Spain actually was really trying to gun for a win there, but I don't really think China cared. They were like, "Woo, we advanced with a tie! Yay!"
Yeah.
So they did great. High five for that. Germany beat South Africa 4-0. Goals by Melanie Leupold, Sarah DeBreet, Alexander Pop, and Lena Magul. Why are you looking at me like that?
I was waiting. You were pronouncing her name.
Oh, yeah, horribly, because that's my life. So, Jen, do you have anything you wanted to say about the Germany game? Miss German over here?
I'm really, really sad about Marjan.
Oh, is she done? I didn't see.
It hurts.
Oh, she's
done.
They
haven't said yet, but it hurts.
Okie doke. Okay, great. Danielle, was that a hand raise?
Yeah, I was interested. I think, and I could be wrong because it was 2 games at once, so forgive me, but it looked like South Africa put in their keeper that they played the first game. And I'm not saying that this because obviously the second one I had a personal tie to, but she just was a rock star that second group game. So, and if I'm completely wrong, it's not the first time I have been on this show. I was watching China Spain, or no, wait. Is it China? Yeah. So
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, these got weird because this was the whole 2 games at one thing that we're trying to pay attention to, and it's just a lot to pay attention to while there's 2 games going on at the same time.
And I'm working the whole time.
and we're working the whole time. Woof. All right. Well, mad about this one still. France beat Nigeria 1-0 goal by Wendy Renard. This PK that I'm so mad about because there was encroachment on both France and the Nigeria goalkeeper. Why? And then she missed it by she missed it. So I don't know why we got to retake it if she missed it badly. I don't know. Who else wants to rant about that? Because I'm mad about it still. Karen, why your internet still works?
Well, my internet's working. I'm just gonna get this out there. This is a bad rule, and I'm tired of it. And I realize there's all these people on the internet that are like, but it's the rule. They're just enforcing the rule. And I'm like, the rule sucks. It sucks. I'm team goalkeepers. And especially in this instance, Nnadozie did not in any way, shape, or form force Renard to miss that penalty kick. Renard missed the penalty kick. She wasn't on target. She missed. And then they called the penalty back, and then Renard got to take another one and not miss this time. And that's so lame. And she wasn't even that far. She was maybe a couple inches off of the line. And I don't understand why this is a rule because it's not really helping them that much if it's helping them at all. And goalkeepers start a penalty kick situation already in a huge disadvantage. So give them a couple of inches. That's fine, especially if the kicker misses the target altogether. So stupid. It's a dumb rule. They need to get rid of it. The end.
Danielle.
obviously I agree. I have said many loud things on Twitter. Hope Solo today said that it actually puts the keepers at a disadvantage when they come off their lines. So that's interesting. There's that. Two, if we're going to have this rule, we also need to make it so it's not double jeopardy because it's not the refs' fault they're giving those yellows. They have to. It's the rule of the game. But our first penalty kick in the knockout round, a keeper's gonna get a red card, and that's not cool. And nobody wants to see that. I mean, maybe if the field player I don't know how that would work, but it's just it's not going to be great. People are going to be unhappy, and it's not a great way to grow the game. And Nigeria, after today, definitely has a chance, but
I know if that's how they go out. They would have been finished with a draw. Likely, I think would have been in. So, that's a bummer. But okie doke. Norway beat South Korea 2-1. Goals by Isabel Herlovsen, which is a penalty, and Caroline Graham Hansen, also a penalty. And then Yao Minji for Yao. It really Hal Kaiser told me it's more like Yao Minji. Were both PKs legit? I didn't think I watched that game, so I actually don't know what the deal was. Did anyone watch that? Yes, legit PKs.
They were pretty legit.
Yeah, it was the situation. Listening, watching the France game, have that game, keep looking down, and yeah, they were both legit.
Okay, just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Australia beat Jamaica 4-1. 4 goals by Sam Kerr. Really, I started this when they had Sam Kerr take that penalty in the first game. I was like, they're trying to get Sam Kerr to get the golden boot. She's not getting the golden boot. Maybe we got to see how far Australia goes and how she keeps scoring goals, but I could be wrong there. Who knows? And then Jamaica first goal in the World Cup by someone I was surprised is on the team, Havana Salon. Woo! Good for them. I think everyone thought it'd be Bunny Shaw, but she got the assist. So anyone got anything else they want to?
Well, it definitely made the next game we're going to talk about even that much more interesting when all this, because the goals are starting to go like that.
Mm-hmm. And that next game is Brazil beat Italy 1-0. Goal by Marta, who got her 17th World Cup goal and became the leading goal scorer in the World Cup, male or female. That's the cool part. Not great part. Pretty sure that was a soft PK, but discuss. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on? Do you have anything to say? You haven't really said anything half the time. You've been kind of just eating your pizza rolls and having a nice day.
Sorry, go ahead. It froze. Sorry.
It's okay. We're the same entity, Karen. I get it. Not particularly. I think I'm gonna take some crap for this, I think, but I feel like people always say that Brazil is better than they actually are. Everybody all the time is like, oh, Brazil, oh God. And they won on a Marta PK that probably shouldn't have been a PK. And so I'm not overly sad about the fact that they came in third in the group.
Sure. Any other thoughts? Karen, do you want to go before I kind of kicked it over to Jen?
No, at least the PK didn't have to be retaken. So I mean that's a plus.
All right.
Go
ahead. Sorry, I skipped you. Sorry.
Well, because considering how much I was yelling about Italy, I was like, you're not going to let me talk about them.
Right, sorry.
No, this game was fascinating from like a tactical perspective, and I was tweeting about it because the coach, what was fascinating is the coach had to make a decision. Was she going to rest all these players on yellow cards and sacrifice the game and the group to possibly have all of her players for the next round, but play a stronger opponent? Or was she going to go for the victory, play those yellow card ones? If they're suspended the next game, it's against a more, easier opponent possibly.
Right.
And then they're back for the quarters, which might be against a strong team. She went for the win, and her players, they behaved themselves for the most part. There were some yellows, and it made me real nervous, but it wasn't players who had yellows.
Right.
And then I've never been so stressed out about a game that they were both just trying to keep the result at the end. Neither team was trying to score, but it was so stressful because you're like, okay, if Brazil gets one more, that closes the goal diff. If Australia does, and then you have goals scored, and then I think Australia would have got that. And it was like the perfect scenario of why tournament soccer can be fun because it's all these different things. So I loved it. And it's really cool to see Italy win the group because nobody expected it. And, hopefully it's a good sign for, Italian women's soccer.
Right on. Okie doke. England beat Japan today, 2-0. Ellen White brace. I feel like that was kind of they're both in, so okay, great.
I was watching the other game, trying to pay.
All right, yeah, we're just gonna scoot right over there then. So shockingly, when I left work, Scotland went towards the middle of the second half. Scotland was up 3-0. So imagine my surprise when I got home and was like, "Oh, Argentina and Scotland drew 3-3, eliminating Scott." What? We're gonna come back to that, but so the goal scorers were Kim Little, Jenny Beattie, Erin Cuthbert finally got a goal, yay. Milagros Menendez, Lee Alexander had an own goal, and then Flor Bonsegundo had a penalty, 90 plus 4 minutes. I didn't watch this on the way home from work, so I have no idea what happened. So Karen's gone, I guess. So Danielle, you want to there she is. No, go ahead and talk a little bit about this.
It upset Karen so much she just had to leave.
Back. Well, it's fine, she's back, but
it's a tale of every scenario screwing over Scotland with all that Scotland doing it to themselves the most because they had that 3-0 lead. They had basically goal dip. I mean, Jess Fishlock tweeted, "Oh, they're going through. They have goal dip." Everyone was like, "They got it." Argentina started to take out their best players. It was done, and then all of a sudden, one comes, and then another one, and then that PK. It was definitely a PK. That was textbook PK. And then you have another, barely off the line, inches, and have to retake it. And it's still Scotland's fault for getting themselves in that position. But she saved it. She basically saved Scotland's World Cup. And then VAR was like, nah.
Nice.
And so it was that. And then the ref. So I could be wrong. Somebody smarter than me will probably say it in the comments. But I'm assuming they're told basically both games have almost identical stoppage time. You'll definitely see that in the first half because, they're trying to keep the time wise. Both games had 4 minutes, but it took 6 minutes to take that PK. And the ref has the obligation to add time to it. And again, it all comes down to Scotland screwing it up, but nobody else helped.
Right.
I calmed down. I was really worked up about an hour and a half ago.
Oh, gosh. I really think that they need to – I can't do anything about it in this tournament now. I really think that they need to relook at these rules now that we live in a world of VAR because some of it is just ridiculous. It's just not being used where I think – technically, yes, it is enforcing the game as it should and under conditions that are reviewable by VAR according to the rules, but I just think in this, these goalkeeper penalty instances, it's really just screwing the game. It's just really disruptive, and that's that. So, okie doke. Yes, Jen?
2 things. One, Vanini, fantastic. I love watching her play. I always have. I think I always will. She's amazing. And 2, because Karen's internet is completely screwed, I am going to do this for her and say, Kim Little scored a goal in the World Cup!
I thought the pizza was going flying. Yay! And she's still kind of frozen. All right. All right, so we're gonna go back to the U.S. game. I'm gonna go all the way back up here now. Not that far. All right, so the U.S. women's national team beat Chile 3-0. 2 goals by Carly Lloyd, a goal by Julie Ertz. Endler's a beast. And then the only thing I have to say is that there was a lot of U.S. squad rotation, and it worked out for them. But in my head, I was like, too much, 7 changes, too much. Why? But it worked out. I just get nervous when there's that much squad rotation. Did you want to say anything before I move on?
Who lets Carly Lloyd take penalty kicks?
She just decides she's gonna take them. I think. Give me the ball. I'm taking a penalty. I don't know.
Like, I would have rather seen Alyssa Nair take a penalty kick than Carly Lloyd.
Oh, and you like Carly Lloyd? So
I do like Carly Lloyd. I really like Carly Lloyd.
She is not a penalty kick taker. She's not.
No. I know they wanted to get her the hat trick, but no. We also want to win games and score goals. Like, don't let Carly Lloyd take penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not the time.
This goes back into the squad rotation argument with that current rotation. Who on there did we want to take PKs? You know, there was no Pino, there was no Alex. And then I realized I don't know who I want to take PKs for this team at all in general. But it was like Carly at that point, I mean, press. And I think fans would have been like, oh, Olympics, but I don't know. Like, who was going to take the PK?
Allie Krieger. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe.
No.
I would
trust
trust
the Washington final.
I'm kidding.
Becky Sauerbrunn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
JJ, like, throw somebody in there. That's not Carly Lloyd.
So, go ahead. Karen, you're okay now, I think.
Go, Karen.
Oh, you're good now.
I was just going to say, I think any of the midfielders could take a PK, and that'd be fine. Mutis, Lamb. Who?
Yeah, except Carly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we really did breeze through all this pretty quickly. Points for us.
Just my last thing was, I think Endler showed I think some people knew how great Endler was. I think that sometimes Floso is hard. In the sense that, you know, keeping track of every league when, you know, it's hard to watch it when you're not in that country. So, and I'll admit, and I keep up on Woso, I didn't realize how great Endler was, even if she plays for a big team. But wow, just like Alyssa said in there, her versus press was fun. I mean, we could have won that. That could have been a 13-0 game again, but she was just, it wasn't just like, oh, that was magnificent. She's that good. It was,
yeah. So this is all kind of things. I don't know if before this game today, there were 2 spots left. I don't know if any results changed any of that, or we need to wait for the games tomorrow. But so far, France, Norway, Germany, Spain, China, Italy, Australia, Brazil, England, Japan, Netherlands, Canada, USA, and Sweden are all in the round of 16. Again, this may have changed, but the only match that was set as of before was Australia versus Norway. I don't know if that changed at all with the stuff going on today.
You got a fun fact?
You have a fun fact?
I shared it with you guys, but
Go for it.
Thailand can make the next round. And it's not even a crazy scenario where it's drawing a lot. It's actually really doable. I mean, I don't think they can beat Chile if Endler is like she was. But they could beat Chile. And Cameroon, New Zealand would have to draw, I believe. Which, I mean, yeah, I think that's very doable. So, hey.
All right. The only other point I had to make, and then we can kind of have any final thoughts. Wow, we really did blow through that. So I've been having a lot of discussion with people, arguments on Twitter leading up to the World Cup because, you know, stuff about wage disparity and pay disparity has come up. And I've had a lot of people be like, well, people don't watch women and don't pay to watch women or whatever and whatnot. And 5.4 million people watched the U.S. group stage match against Chile. Miss me with this, but no one watches women's soccer stuff. I mean, the stadium was almost sold out. It was sold out, 45,000 plus people. That 5.4 million people on TV. Like, come on, it's a group stage match. Like, let's go, people. Like, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear people don't watch women's soccer. I'm over it.
The bar I was at opened early, just because it's the AO bar, so they agreed to, and it was pretty full. Like, and you know, our chapter president was in France. It's not like they got promoted very quickly, and it was full. I mean, people were into it.
Yeah.
I know there's a bar in Virginia where they always do World Cup viewing parties, and it's like a big deal. So,
All right. And yeah, Karen, you're still not frozen if you wanted to add anything about. Nope. She's like, I'm good. I'm out. I'm done. Nothing to say.
I'm not even gonna try it.
Yeah, so I see just gonna read a couple comments. New Zealand play's been awful. Both B games were boring. Nigeria got robbed. I'm kind of catching up on all the comments. Group C was nuts. Yup. Oof, Scotland. Endler versus wow, yeah. So basically a lot of things. Anyone else hoping Ali Long stays off the field from now on? Yes. I'll say it. Sorry. Yeah.
she got a yellow within what, like 5 minutes? Like
Almost 2. I was like, oh God, please don't do
Remember
this.
her first cap for the national team and she got a yellow within like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
My favorite Ali Long trope.
Yeah. Star Killer says in games in other countries doing numbers as well. All right. So good call. Is there anything else anyone wants to say? I know we said it was going to be a long show, but we efficiently. There was just so much that happened so long ago, and so many kind of boring games. We were just kind of like, all right.
Well,
Yep, go ahead.
Something I was talking to you guys. One thing that I think we always forget around World Cup times is this is a great opportunity to bring in new fans and casual fans. And I think that it's very important not to be gatekeepery when it comes to that. This came from, I saw this post on the Tumblr about, the breakout stars of the tournament. And they said, Endler, I think Fox had Endler and somebody else who are both really well-known players for their club team, but, maybe casual fans don't know them. And they're just like, you're not a real fan. And it's like, no, we can't do that. I didn't know really Endler, and I'm not a casual fan. There's so much soccer and I have time. And sometimes I don't have time to watch PSG or the French leagues. I don't even get to watch, England leagues as much as I'd like to. So I think it's just really important to realize that, we got to be inclusive and we got to, make sure to keep growing the game, because who doesn't care about bandwagon and new fans? The players trying to get paid, which want, the bigger fan base and are trying for equality, don't care if you didn't know who they were on their club team before last week's game. Mm. And I said Tumblr, but I see it on Twitter. I see it on other stuff. Breakout stars, basically all that means is it's not Alex Morgan. It's not Lismer. It's not, those big name players everybody knows. It's the ones that most of us know, but the general fan base doesn't. And now these people, I want to watch Endler play. So maybe I will make more of an effort to watch the French league. So that's my rant. We don't do rants on the show as much as we did on the but it really ground my gears earlier.
Yeah. All right. Want anything else you wanted to add?
Real quick, I haven't been on in a while. So just thank you to everybody who made our fundraiser a success and bought shirts. They are coming to you around July 2nd-ish. So thank you again. We are giving all of the proceeds to Athlete Ally. Fantastic cause. So yeah, thanks.
And if no one else has anything else to say, thanks for watching, and we'll let you know when we'll be back again next time. And Karen froze again, so she imagined that she's waving. Thanks for watching, everyone.